Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Disney Dining Show Live. These shows, of course, are brought to you by DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com. Visit them on the web, that link down in the description below, and allow them to assist you. Our agents assist you in helping you plan the vacation of your dreams. So, like the title says, and the thumbnail's about to say as soon as I plug it on in, we are live for another episode of the Disney Dining Show. And what we're going to talk about today, or what we're going to do today, is we're going to do another little tier list, which I'll get into and explain briefly for those of you that have not participated in our previous one, so you can play along with this one. But basically, we've been doing these tier lists, and how we do them is we include chat entirely. So, basically, we are going to rank with chat and me the quick service locations at Disney's Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to put up on the screen, first I'll show you our tier list here so you can see it. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, that's not it. Let me get up the correct thing. That was our live streams. Where did it go? Give me 1 second. It disappeared. I think my cat walked on the keyboard and got rid of it. Quarantine problems. All right. I got it back up. Flawless. Here we go. So here is our tier list. And basically how this is going to go is I'm going to bring up a quick service location like so. And chat is going to vote on where they think it should belong. So, for example, I'm bringing up Flame Tree BBQ right now. Chat will then rattle off where they think that should go, whether it be a top tier A, B, C, D, or F rated restaurant. Now, these are just quick service locations. This does not include our table service dining. This does not include the little kiosks with 1 to 2 little options, or maybe ice cream bars or whatever. This is just the quick service dining locations, which there are 6 of. So not many to rank, unlike our movie reviews. But if you were interested on where we think, or where, I mean, mostly you guys think, the table service dining should fall, we do have a video on that as well. We have one where Diz boards polled and said where they should fall. So, without further ado, we can go ahead and start with Flame Tree BBQ. So there it is, Flame Tree BBQ. Chat. Where do you think Flame Tree BBQ should fall? I have eaten here, not as many times as I've eaten at the other places on this list, but I did like it quite a bit. I think I got a pulled pork sandwich, and I liked it. It's not something that I ever really think about rushing back to, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. So let's see what chat thinks. So Flame Tree BBQ, we have an A, a C, a B, a B, a B, a C, a B. So right now the average for Flame Tree BBQ is most definitely a B, as I'm catching up with chat right now. Still lots of B's and some A's and some C's, but it's looking like our Flame Tree BBQ is going to come in the B ranking. And there it is. Our first ranking has been decided by chat, and there it is. So we can go ahead and bring up our next quick service location, and that is Harambee Market. Now, I know some people love Satuli the most, and I understand why. Satuli is great, but I must be honest with you guys, this is my favorite. This is the place I frequent the most. This is the place I'm drawn to the most. When I'm at Animal Kingdom and want to grab a quick bite to eat, Harambee Market is my go-to. I get the chicken dish. It's like chicken, rice, veggies. It's really, really good. But they have lots of different options there. But chat, where do you think Harambee Market belongs? Our ratings are flowing in. And we have a top tier, a B, a C, a B. We have like 8 or 9 A's, more B's. Right now, the most said answer are A and B. We even have some C's and D's though, but mostly A's now. A's are definitely taking over. A's are most definitely taking over for Harambee Market, and I think that's a fitting place for it to go. All right. I think chat has spoken. With about 120 people in chat and about between 30 and 40 votes, more than half of those votes were A. So Harambee Market is our first and only A-lister restaurant. And there it is. As we move on to what is considered to be the best of the best, Satuli Canteen. Chat, where does Satuli Canteen belong on this ranking? So you can get your bowls here, variety of different bowls. There's also the very infamous cheeseburger pods, which people thought went off the menu, which they did. They did go off the menu, but you can still get them. They're a kids menu item. You can still get them as a kids menu item. This is a very, very popular location in Pandora, the world of Avatar. As the votes are trickling in, it looks like to be almost all A's in top tiers, with the odd C and B here and there. But right now we are overwhelmingly A in top tier. So right now, based on our current listings and based on how many votes we're getting in chat, I'm going to say that this is going to take top tier for now. If for some reason something becomes more overwhelmingly top tier based on chat's votes later, we can adjust. But as of right now, I think this is our obvious top tier contender. And I think that's fitting. Even though my personal preference is Harambee number 1, Satuli number 2, I understand. It makes perfect sense, and I think, chat, you did a great job in ranking that. Next, Pizzafari. Now this is kind of an oddball, because this is something that we actually included in our sit-down restaurant list because of its family style offering. And Disney counts the family style offering as a table service meal. But it is a quick service restaurant. It is a quick service restaurant, so it's also going to make it on our quick service list as well. So, Pizzafari. Where, chat, does Pizzafari belong? So yeah, as the votes come in for Pizzafari, I got everything set up on my screen to go live, and then stepped outside, just sat down, got some fresh air for about 10 minutes, and then as soon as I walked back in my office, Moose is just laying on my laptop. Cats. It didn't look like anything changed, and my computer was like in sleep mode. But come to find out, after going live, he closed my tier list tab. So I had to fix that. All right, Pizzafari. We have C, C, F, B, F, D, D, top, D, F, F, A, C. So a huge variety of rankings, but right now, the most said answer for Pizzafari is a D, with many Fs. F actually is now taking over, and now C is doing quite well, but mostly bottom tier rankings. Now C is the most said answer. And now F is the second most said answer. And now F is the most said answer. All right, so with that being said, we have F, D, and C being said the most, all very close to each other. So with that, I'm going to say the average is looking like a D, because it pretty much just averages out to a D with a consistency of those answers. So Pizzafari is a D. For now, at least. We can always come back to it. And our next restaurant is Restaurantsaurus. Now, this could have made it on. This could have made it on our sit-down restaurant poll with Disboards. And by the way, if I didn't mention it before, I don't think I did. Description below, our restaurant database. All the pictures I pulled for this tier list came from WW Info's restaurant database. We have an awesome tool there to help you plan your ADRs. So go check it out in the description below. And Restaurantsaurus. So we did our poll. It could have been on there because there is a table service option available with their burgers and sundaes offering, but it is a quick service location. Now, as the votes flow in for Restaurantsaurus, let me go ahead and type it in because I've been doing that. Guys, excuse me, I do not know how to spell Restaurantsaurus. So there's my stab at it because I can't see it that well in the picture. But Restaurantsaurus. So I feel like this place is bound to change. This place is your basic quick service option at Animal Kingdom. Like Magic Kingdom has many, many, many basic quick service options. This is really the only basic option at Animal Kingdom. The rest are pretty innovative. But I think this place is bound to change. It has two different little self-service topping bars for your burgers and stuff. I feel like those will go away. Even before all the concerns that we have now, they were always pretty messy. And I always plug that it's no fault of the cast members at all. I've eaten here on my own free will 2 or 3 times, and then I've gone here for covering something new that was happening, a new menu item, a new offering for videos a number of times as well. And every time I've watched that toppings bar, it is being cleaned every 5 minutes, and within those 5 minutes, it's just becoming a disaster again. Not to mention the food, I think, is not great either. But chat, let's see. Your votes are in. So, for Restaurantsaurus, we have C, D, C, D, D, C, A, B, C+, A minus, C, C, B, C, D, C, D. So right now, our average is between a C and a D. And that is not changing as I catch up with chat. Okay, so right now the most said answer is C, which is surprising. It's surprising. Restaurantsaurus is getting a solid C, which I think is very, very generous. Very generous of you, chat. But I do think we're going to see some changes here. I do. Maybe that'll be a topic for another discussion on the Disney Dining Show in the future of restaurants we think might change. I think that'd be a really good topic. We have one more, though. One more restaurant to cover, and that is the Yak Yeti quick service location. Now, I'm a huge fan of this. I know a lot of people aren't. My wife Haley does not love this location. Not her favorite, but I do like it quite a bit. The honey chicken, delicious. But it's up to you, chat. Yak Yeti quick service. Where do you think it belongs? And as you guys are voting for this last location, if you could give this video a thumbs up, it would benefit us a ton. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. As the Yak Yeti votes come in, we have A, B, B, A, B. So it looks like chat's kind of agreeing with me. You guys like Yak Yeti too. B, top tier, B, A. So right now the most set answer for Yak Yeti quick service is a solid A. As I catch up with chat, and it doesn't look like much is changing there. With a few C's and B's trickling in, still the overwhelming majority votes for Yak Yeti is a solid A. So, with that being said, Yak Yeti quick service is going to take on as another A-lister. And here, chat, is our Animal Kingdom quick service little tier list. We have our top tier being Satu'li Canteen, rightfully so. Our A-listers being Harambee Market and Yak Yeti quick service. Our B tier being Flame Tree BBQ. Our C-lister being Restaurantsaurus, and our D being Pizzafari, with nobody occupying the F slot. And that is our list, guys. So this is something that we're going to explore more of in the future, I think. We'll do more lists like this. We'll do, Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I think Epcot would... So with these tier lists, I like when it fleshes out a little bit more than 6 offerings. Like if you check our Disney tier list playlist, you'll see we've been doing weekly lists on movies. We actually just wrapped up our Disney movie era timeline, if you want to check that out. And there we put about 15 to 20 options, and it fleshes out a lot nicer. But Animal Kingdom only has 6 locations. But when we do something like Epcot, I think it will flesh out a lot nicer as well. And then maybe what we can consider doing for the next one is maybe combining Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. I think Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom would go well together, considering Magic Kingdom has so many of those basic options. When I say a basic option, you think of Cosmic Rays. So you think of the quick service locations where you're going to get chicken nuggies and burgers. That's what I would consider like your basic option. At Animal Kingdom, the only one being Restaurantsaurus. Magic Kingdom has quite a few. Columbia Harbor House is a basic quick service location. Cosmic Rays, same thing. So I think combining Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom together would go quite well in those lists. So, but this is going to do it for our little quick service location tier list for Animal Kingdom. Chat, as always, thank you so much for playing along with this list. Once this video publishes and goes off of live, we're going to have a comment section down below. If you could take to that comment section and let us know what tier list you would like to see next. Whether you'd like to see just Epcot quick service, or you'd like to see Magic Kingdom and Hollywood combined, or maybe you want to see something different. Maybe you want to see Disney Springs. Maybe you want to see more table service. Even though we did polls on Disboards, maybe you didn't get an opportunity to vote in those polls, and you want your voice to be heard on where you think things should rank for table service restaurants. We can totally consider doing that as well. But leave those comments in the video, not in live chat now, but after the video publishes in the regular comment section. And that's what I'm going to be looking at to determine what should happen next. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining us in this little fun live. And I really hope to see you in the next one. See ya.